You ever have those mornings where you walk into the shop and the air just smells like possibilities? Or maybe that's just the mineral spirits I spilled on Friday still evaporating. Anyway, happy Monday, May 25th. We're back in the den.
Based on the way you were scrubbing your hands in the break room, I'm leaning toward the mineral spirits. But hey, it's a fresh week. And since it's Monday, we're looking at everything from laser beams to plumbing scholarships.
It's a full plate today. We're talking about high-speed aluminum welding, which, let me tell you, is a far cry from the days of me trying to stick weld an old John boat and ending up with more holes than I started with. It looked like a block of Swiss cheese that had given up on life.
Well, thankfully, the industry is moving a bit faster than your old John boat ever did. We've got some serious tech updates, specifically that new HSG Laser GT series. Tiger, you're the one who's always complaining about the hurry up and wait of CNC cutting. Is this the fix?
It's a beast, Alex. In volume production, you usually lose your shirt in the transitional movements, the travel time between cuts. This GT series is basically the sprinter of the laser world. It shaves seconds off every pierce in every corner. If you're a pro shop, those seconds are basically dollar bills falling out of the ceiling.
And what about the software side? I saw this Indu Suite Octopus Steps thing. It sounds like something that belongs in a dance studio, not a fabrication floor.
I wish it involved more dancing. No, it's a weld sequencing tool. Look, I've spent half my life welding a complex frame only to realize I did it in the wrong order. And now the whole thing is warped 3 degrees to the left like a dog trying to look at a squirrel. This software validates the sequence before you even strike an arc. It's like having a ghost mentor sitting on your shoulder saying, "Hey dummy, if you weld that side now, the heat's gonna pull the base plate."
Every shop needs a ghost mentor. Speaking of avoiding headaches, you mentioned aluminum. Lincoln Electric just dropped the AlumaFab. Now, I know you have a vibrant relationship with aluminum welding.
Aluminum is a fickle mistress. It's got that high thermal conductivity, so it's either cold and stubborn or it's a puddle on your shoes. The AlumaFab is built for high-volume MIG work. It handles the wire feed issues that usually make you want to throw your torch across the parking lot. If you're doing marine or auto work, this is like graduating from a tricycle to a turbocharged motorcycle.
Moving from the tools to the people handling them, we've got some big news in the trades. There's a massive push for inclusivity, especially in plumbing. Have you heard about Gemma from Edinburgh?
I have. 22 years old, finishing her apprenticeship. It's fantastic. There's this old, dusty idea that plumbing is just, well, what you see in the movies, but it's advanced hydraulics and problem solving. Having more women like Gemma entering the field adds a different kind of analytical grit to the job site.
And the PHCC Educational Foundation is putting their money where their mouth is. They've committed $180,000 across 75 scholarships. That's a lot of copper pipe, Tiger.
It's a gold rush for apprentices. If you're in plumbing or HVACR, don't just put your head down and tighten nuts all day. Look up. These scholarships are there to turn a job into a legacy. I remember when I started, I thought I knew it all. Then I met a master plumber who showed me a manifold system that looked like a piece of high-end jewelry. That's the path. Use that scholarship money to fast-track your way to your master license.
Let's pivot to the maker mogul side of things. Not everyone wants to be under a sink. Some people want to be at a workbench making art. And Shopify is saying the trend for 2026 is all about the feel.
Heavy texture. That's the key word. People are tired of everything being flat and plastic. They want tufted rugs you could lose a cat in, or resin jewelry with so much detail it looks like a trapped galaxy.
But the problem these makers face is always the same. How do you actually get someone to hit the buy button? You've been trying to sell those hand-carved spoons for years, Tiger.
Hey, those spoons are ergonomic marvels. No, but you're right. The game has changed. You can't just post a blurry photo of your product and hope for the best. You've got to use those Instagram product tags right in the reels.
I've seen those. It's the process reel that gets me. I find myself watching someone sand a table for 20 minutes without even realizing it.
That's the secret sauce. People aren't just buying a cutting board. They're buying the 3 hours of your life you spent making sure the grain matched perfectly. If you show the struggle, the sawdust, the sweat, the oh no moments, and then put a tag right there in the video, that builds a connection. It's not a sale, it's a handoff.
Speaking of cutting boards, we're moving into the DIY segment. You say they're a classic for a reason, but honestly, isn't the world full of cutting boards?
The world is full of cheap cutting boards, but if you build a thick, end-grain walnut and maple board, that's not a kitchen tool. That's an heirloom. It's the perfect weekend project because it teaches you about wood movement and glue-ups. Just Word to the wise, don't skimp on the clamps. You think you have enough clamps until you're halfway through a glue up and realize the middle is gapping like a 7-year-old's front teeth.
Nice imagery. What about the ultimate game night table? That sounds like a big jump from a cutting board.
It's the final boss of weekend projects. Poker and board games are huge right now. Building one with recessed cup holders and a felt top, man, that tests everything. You've got fine woodworking, upholstery, and if you're fancy, some LED lighting. It's the kind of project where your friends come over, see it, and for a second, they don't believe you actually built it.
That's the highest compliment a maker can get, right? Wait, you didn't buy this?
Exactly. That's the feeling we're all chasing. And if you're stuck or just need a spark, check out the Sunday Night Live builds. There is nothing more therapeutic than watching a pro realize they measured twice and still cut short, and then seeing how they pivot.
It makes them feel human.
It makes me feel like I'm in good company.
All right, Tiger, give us the takeaway for the day. Before you go, spill something else.
Fine. Look, whether you're looking at a $100,000 laser or a $20 piece of walnut, the lesson is the same. The tools are just an extension of your intent. Don't be afraid to be the new person in the room, whether that's applying for a plumbing scholarship or trying your first resin pour. The only way to get that master craftsman title is to spend a few years being the one who makes all the mistakes.
Well said. Go out there, make something cool, and maybe tag us so we can see it.
Or at least tag us so we can see the hilarious ways it went wrong. We'll see you tomorrow in the den.